Howdy y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna go over Steve Earle and his Copperhead Road album. I'm not gonna do an American accent. I can't do an American accent. My friend Chris laughs their ass off when they hear my American accent because apparently it's not great. But I think my American accent is great. Now this is one of my all-time favorite albums. So let's get into it. So as for the looks, I really like this album cover. It's just really simple, and I like the sort of sewn on, is it plaid? Probably not plaid, but I like the skull and crossbones. I like the Copperhead Road with the camo on it. And this just screams and shouts not South America, Southern America. Like Tennessee, Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama, you know, the 7 states. There's probably some sort of it's not the Dixies. Obviously, no, I don't know what it's just the Southern states. Ignore me. And there's a lovely picture of the man on the back. Great sleeve with another picture. I believe this is, I don't even know. This was remastered or reissued in 2016, but I think it's an 80s album. On Griffin Records. I've just eaten, so acid reflux is trying to kill me. But this is a strange one for me. It's the only Steve Earle album I've listened to. I've tried to get into some of his other albums and they're alright, but for some reason this album really speaks to me, and it speaks to me for the same reasons that Oasis speaks to me. Essentially Oasis is this raw British sound, and I get the same feeling from this. This is a raw American. Sorry everyone, I had to cut. My friend Chris is, they're born and bred Tennessee, so they know this stuff, and they call it rockabilly. But I would just call it country music. But maybe that's because I'm not American. But the sound, I love the sound on this album. So let's get into it. I don't want to say let's get into it every time. I need to think of something to say. But the album starts with Copperhead Road, which is my favourite song on the album, and it's the song that got me into Steve Earle and this album. Amazing vocals, amazing guitar work, and I love the lyrics about I think it's the 30s with the it's not emancipation. I swear. Oh, I just cut. It's prohibition. That's what I was trying to say. So the song is about Prohibition America, and Copperhead Road is, I believe, I'm not 100%, but they used copper in making moonshine. Now moonshine was bootleg alcohol, because you couldn't go and buy alcohol, so people would make their own alcohol, and then they'd have to smuggle it past police and stuff. So they would have these awesome cars, and that's how NASCAR started, because these awesome, amazing cars that people had used to get moonshine across state borders and stuff. They started racing them around oval tracks, and you have NASCAR. So this song, Steve Earle is talking about how his granddad had gone up Copperhead Road in one of these cars and hadn't come back, and the police were after him, which I love. So the second song is Snake Oil, which is another great song. I knew there was a first taker on this album somewhere. I'm going to stop. But Snake Oil is, I didn't actually know until my friend Chris told me. Snake oil is fake medicine. It's a placebo medicine. You sell someone this medicine, but it's not actually going to do anything. But it's a great song all around. Back to the Wall is another amazing song with a fantastic chorus in it. Go try. I recommend that song definitely. And The Devil's Right Hand is a really great song. There's actually a Johnny Cash cover of The Devil's Right Hand. The song is about, well, he shoots someone and kills someone over a game of poker, I think. And then Steve Earle saying how, it was the devil's right hand. It wasn't him who shot the gun. And his mum had warned Steve about guns and the devil's right hand, which is really good. Now, one of the best songs on the album, which closes side one, is Johnny Come Lately, which I absolutely love. It's a very very up-tempo, upbeat song about wartime. His granddad is telling Steve about how he fought in the war in a P-40. Is it P-40? No, P-45 is a Mustang. P-47 Thunderbolt. I know my American planes, but it talks about this. His granddad, who was in London during the war and was part of the American Air Force in a Thunderbolt, which is really cool. And he met Steve's grandma and brought her back to the US. And it goes on about, and it sort of goes forward in time to the Vietnam War. And it's just a really, really great song. Even When I'm Blue, I'm gonna burp. Pardon me. I'm not trying to be repulsive, I promise. Even When I'm Blue is amazing. You Belong to Me is a great song. Waiting on You is amazing. Once You Love is... So the two closing tracks is Once You Love and Nothing But a Child. And they're two really emotional and deep songs that are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely love, especially Nothing But a Child. I'm not sure who... on Nothing But a Child, someone takes up backing vocals. A really beautiful lady. Her voice is beautiful in the song, and it's beautiful. Absolutely love it. It's a really great closing track because this album is very heavy and it's very country, and then you get to the last song and it's really slow and melodic and beautiful. So let's... So this album is a strange one for me. As I said this in the beginning, I like when it comes to country music. I did that top 10 list the other week, so go and watch that if you haven't. But I like all the big guys like Bob Dylan, Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton. There's loads of others, and then this album just always sticks out to me. It's so good. It's the sort of album that you don't listen to often because it sort of gets lost in your back catalogue. But then when you stick it on, you fall absolutely in love with it again. A lot of my albums are like that, but this is a definite one. And I would definitely recommend you go listen to Steve Earle's Copperhead Road if you're into that sort of music. And country music gets a lot of crap, and there are a plethora of memes about how bad it is. Now, I don't listen to this new sort of pop country music. No, I wouldn't, because I'm not from the South, I am British, but like classic country music like this, and Bob Dylan, and Johnny Cash, and Dolly Parton, and all these great people, that stuff is brilliant. There's so much emotion and passion in it. There's so much there that often gets overlooked, especially when it comes to this album. So anyway, I could ramble on all day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Take care, everyone. I don't know what that was, sorry. Prohibition. It's like...